Hello VC, what's going on? It's Will, and I am back with a quick vinyl update. This one is for the month of October, and yeah, I'm gonna show you a handful of records that I've been picking up in the last few weeks or so. And actually, I just realized that all of these records are actually fairly new releases. I think the oldest one that I have here is from 2014. So this is gonna be kind of like a new release kind of vinyl update. So let's go ahead and check it out. And let's start off with the California pop-punk duo Dog Party with their newest album Till You're Mine, and this one came out on Asian Man Records just a few months ago in 2016. And there's the back with the picture of the band. A very young band, by the way, even though they already have like 5 studio albums on their catalog in the track list. And I was able to grab a first press of the album that came in with a nice lyric sheet, and the record itself came in on color vinyl, a great looking smoke color record with the custom labels, and it sounds really good too. I think the guys at Asian Man did a great job with this release, and I have been listening to Dog Party for at least a couple of years now. And I did buy their last album that came out last year, Volume 4, and I think I like that one a little bit better than this one, even though the style is kind of similar. Their style is similar. It's kind of like three power chord kind of punk rock or pop punk, similar to the Ramones. A lot of very catchy tunes, very high energy, some fast songs as well. They also have, I really like the opening track and the title track Till You're Mine, and I also liked the cover that they did of Rebel Girl, originally by Bikini Kill, of course. And they also have another track that is a cover song that's called Laid Back, which is originally by the Traditional Fools, which I haven't heard before, but it's a really good tune, really good song. Overall, I think it's an okay album by Dog Party. I think some of their older releases are a little bit better than this one, but either way, they are super fun to listen to, so I highly recommend that you check them out, even if it's this album or the previous ones. They're all really fun to listen to. And actually, this band got a little bit popular recently because they are opening for Green Day in their latest tour. So they gained a lot of popularity because of that, of course, and I'm sure they gained a lot of newer fans as well, which is, I think they deserve it because they are super fun to listen to. And let's actually go ahead and check out a short clip from one of the songs from Till You're Mine. This one's the title track, Till You're Mine. Let's check it out. Alright, and up next we have yet another pop-punk band, and this one is The Warriors from New York, and this is their latest album, Imaginary Life. And this one came out last year in 2015 on Don Giovanni Records. And there's the back with the track list. And this one also came in with an insert with and the lyrics in one side and absolutely nothing in this other side. I don't know why they didn't use this side to put some of the lyrics and maybe make the font a little bit bigger, but either way, it's still nice to have an insert at least. And the record itself came in on regular black vinyl with the custom labels. And now I discovered The Warriors just recently. I think it was just a few months ago. I discovered them through Dave Splash's radio show, New Day Rising. He always plays them in his radio show, and he's also a fellow VC member, just in case you haven't subscribed to Dave's channel. Great channel if you want to discover great, really good indie rock music and punk music as well. I'll put a link here in the description so you can go ahead and check it out, because I discover new bands, great new bands from his radio show and from his channel all the time. It's a highly recommended VC channel. And thanks Dave for recommending The Warriors, because I love the way that I love their style. And the vocals or the singer from the Warriors, I love the way that she sings all the songs, and I think this was a great album. I was a little bit disappointed that I didn't discover them last year, because I probably could have included this album in my top 10 of 2015. But either way, great to have this record. All of the songs are, I can't say that there's a bad song in this album. I think they did a great job here. But one of my favorites are, or some of my favorites are Unwritten and Glutton for Distance, and also the opening track Jinx. Amazing songs, pop punk kind of a style, and again, the vocals are just amazing. I love the way the singer sings and plays all these songs. And actually, let's go ahead and check out a short clip from the Warriors. This one is the song. This one's called Unwritten. Let's check it out.
Talk of life and love and ambitions for nothing in particular. I can't define and put into words. I hope Oxford omits it entirely. No one else should know or understand. Actions speak louder than all the rest. If it's between you and any other
All right, up next, I think something that, or at least an artist that I think more people in the VC will recognize, and this is, of course, the one and only Bob Mould with his solo album Beauty and Ruin. And this one came out just a couple of years ago in 2014 on Merch Records. And I kept the shrink wrap on this one, so it still has the hype sticker right there. And in the back you get the track list and a picture of Bob taking a picture of something there, of nothing. It looks like it looks like he's standing on a desert or something. But anyways, I think I was able to catch or to get a first press of this record, because it came in with this really nice inner sleeve, and with all the lyrics of the songs, and it also came in on color vinyl on the orange kind of wax, and the custom labels. And I think, I'm pretty sure that Merch Records always does a great job with all of their vinyl releases, so this one ended up looking great and sounding great as well. And I think I mentioned this before, but I wasn't a huge fan of Husker Du. I do appreciate their music, and I think they might have been very influential to a lot of bands, but I was never a big fan of Bob Mould, or I guess Husker Du, when back in their time. And of course, Bob Mould is the former lead singer of Husker Du, and but I've been very impressed by the records that he has been releasing lately on Merch Records, especially the last 3 albums, and of course the last one being the one that came out just a few months ago that I did a video review on that one. And I think this one is still also a very solid release. I love this album. This is the last one that I was missing as a physical copy to add it to my trilogy collection of the last 3 Bob Mould albums. But I will say this is probably my least favorite out of those 3. I think Silver Age was way better than this one, but either way, this is still a very good album. Lots of really great tunes here. I really like the 3rd song in the album, which is called I Don't Know You Anymore. Great tune by Bob Mould. Overall, it's a solid album by Bob. Let's actually go ahead and check out a short clip from that song, I Don't Know You Anymore. Let's check it out. Alright, then up next we have some a new record by the iconic alternative rock band the Pixies, with their newest album Head Carrier, and this one came out just a few weeks ago on Pixies Music Records. I picked it up the day it came out, actually, because I'm a huge fan of the Pixies, so I had to pick this one up, of course, as soon as it went out. There's the back. It came in with this really nice gatefold with I think these are the lyrics right here. Some really cool artwork here too, and also came in with inner sleeve with more artwork. The artwork is kind of similar to the artwork in the last album that came out a couple of years ago, Indie Cindy. And I also picked up the record that came in on pink vinyl. There's some bands that have been releasing and re-releasing albums this year on limited edition pink vinyl. for breast cancer awareness, as you can see there in the hype sticker. So I think it says 10 bands, 1 cause, limited edition pink vinyl. And there's the hype sticker right there. Pixies with head carrier. And the vinyl looks really cool. I'm pretty sure it's in 180 degrees. Oh yeah, it's 180 gram vinyl. Kind of like a transparent looking pink. And I don't think that Pixies do much color vinyl, so when I saw that they were gonna release this one in the color vinyl, I picked it up, and it's for a good cause too. So very cool looking album, and it sounds great too. And I'm not gonna say too much about this record because I'm gonna try to make a separate video of just a review of the album, but I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It is a little bit of a grower. You have to listen to it at least a few times in order to realize how good it is. But overall, I actually, even though this record got a lot better reviews than Indie Cindy that came out in 2014, I still think that Indie Cindy is a better album than this one. It's a little bit edgier and kind of like in a more Pixies style than Head Carrier. I think this one might be more of probably the most accessible as far as radio friendlier kind of songs that the Pixies have ever released. And I say that in kind of like a good way and a bad way as well, because the Pixies are basically known for their edgy songs, kind of like the very loud, quiet, loud kind of technique that they use, and the growling of Black Francis. There's not that much growling in this album, but either way, I think it's a very, very good release by the Pixies. Again, this one's called Head Carrier. Alright, up next and last but not least, this is a very new band. I actually did not know of the existence of this band until 2 days ago. Or maybe 3 days ago actually, if you're watching this on a Tuesday. I had nothing to do, so I just went to a show, a local show here in Atlanta, and it was this band called the Seratones with their new album Get Gone. And I have never heard of this band before. I went to see them and they just rocked so hard that I had to pick up their record. And the best way to describe this band, and it came with this nice insert by the way. This one is from this year, it just came out a few months ago on Fat Possum Records. And the best way to describe this band is by saying the Alabama Shakes on crack, because they're kind of like a mix of garage rock with a little bit of soul and a little bit of punk rock as well. And I just loved the show. That was such a great show, and they put so much energy, and the vocals are just amazing. It's crazy to see how much passion she puts and how much emotion she puts on when she sings all these songs. And it came with this really cool looking yellow vinyl with the custom labels too, transparent yellow vinyl too. And the album sounds great. They basically played all the songs from this record, Get Gone. I was so impressed that, of course, right after the show I had to pick it up. I had to pick up the vinyl copy of this album because I was just blown apart by this band, the Seratones. Let's actually go ahead and check out a short clip from one of the songs from this album. This one's called Choking on Your Spit. So yeah, that was the Seratones with their new song called Choking on Your Spit. And guys, make sure, do yourself a favor and check out this band because they just kick ass. And I think they're fairly new. I think they've just been around for a few years and this is their very first album. So give it a shot. Make sure that you check out the Seratones. They're a great band. And if you get a chance to see them live, make sure that you see them because they just kick ass live. But anyways, that's my recommendation for today, I guess, as far as new music. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to show you for today. Thanks again for watching and take care, VC. Bye-bye.